updates, because it looks like Donald Trump has now done it again. The US president once again claiming credit for brokering ceasefire or talks between India and Pakistan following last month's hostilities after Operation Sindoor. Speaking at the NATO meeting at The Hague in Netherlands, the president of the United States of America once again has claimed that he prevented a nuclear war, saying that he used trade deals as a leverage to secure a ceasefire. He has said that there will be no trade if you keep fighting, is what he claims to have told both sides to end the conflict.
India and Pakistan, and that wasn't whether or not they may someday have nukes like we're talking about in the Middle East, like we're talking about with Israel and Iran. This is they have nuclear weapons. I ended that with a series of phone calls on trade. I said, look, if you're going to go fighting each other, it was getting very bad. You know how bad that last attack was. It was really bad. If you're going to go fighting each other, we're not doing any trade deal. No, you have to do a trade deal. I said, we're not doing any trade deal. General from Pakistan was in my office last week. You know, Prime Minister Modi is a great friend of mine. He's a great gentleman. He's a great man. And I got them to reason. I said, we're not doing a trade deal if you're going to fight. And if you're going to fight each other, we're not doing a trade deal. And you know what? They said, no, I want to do the trade deal. We stopped the nuclear war. Go ahead.
Well, Srinjoy is connected with us. Srinjoy, good morning. What do we do as far as the continuous claims that have been made by President of the United States of America? He doesn't seem to be letting go. As far as such kind of announcements that he has also made when he says that he brokered peace between Iran and Israel. As far as the Pakistan-India conflict is concerned, he's the one who says that he ended a possible nuclear conflict.
Donald Trump will be Donald Trump. Now, whether this was for the NATO countries in The Hague or for the people in Oslo, the Norwegians are also members of NATO. We don't know really. Only Donald Trump knows that. But it must be said that the actual facts are very different. The actual facts are that after the 4 days of very intense conflict, the Pakistani DGMO called Lieutenant General Rajiv Ghai and said, can we have a ceasefire? And it must also be mentioned that 48 hours before that, or a little before that, when General Ghai had spoken with the Pakistani DGMO, the first, and what India said was this, that look, we have struck 9 targets in Pakistan. They are all terror targets. The reply to that was, yes, we will retaliate and the world will see what we have done.
And also the fact that, Srinjoy, we have to ask and talk about, and is that 35-minute-long conversation that happened between President Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, where he is laid the facts bare as far as when it comes to who was the one who actually brokered the ceasefire. It was between the military generals, the DGMOs of both sides, and it was Pakistan which initiated that first call. For the moment, thank you very much, Srinjoy, for joining us here on the broadcast. Now, this isn't the first time, viewers, that President Trump has made such claims. It was he who first announced India-Pakistan ceasefire even before officially India or Pakistan could do so, and that happened on the 10th of May. On the 15th of May, while addressing the US troops at a base in Qatar, he said that he'll make sure as hell that he helped, and that made it happen to broker peace between the two warring nations. Now, during the press briefing that happened with the then Dodge head Elon Musk on the 30th of May, Donald Trump had declared that we stopped India and Pakistan from fighting. And then there is another statement that came in just yesterday at The Hague, where he seems to be reiterating the claim, saying that the ceasefire took only few phone calls and trade was the leverage that was used between the two countries. Now, reacting to Donald Trump's remarks, the opposition has continued to target the Prime Minister and the centre, taking to the social media platform X. Here is Congress leader Pawan Khera, who says that if you praise the Prime Minister Modi, he'll undermine India's interests, while Congress MP Jairam Ramesh is of the opinion, noting that this is the 16th time Donald Trump has been making such claims of brokering peace since the 10th of May. What is the fact, as they want the Prime Minister to break his silence and clear the air? With that, we head into a short break.